So in this video, I'll be covering the surface area of a rectangular prism and a cube. But first, we need to find out what surface area itself means. Surface area is the combined area of all faces in a 3D shape. So now, first we'll figure out the surface area of a cube. So as we know, a cube is just simply a 3D square. And really, the easiest one to figure out surface area of a 3D shape is the cube, because all face areas are the same, since it's a square on all sides. So let's say maybe we had dimensions of 5, 5, and 5. So we first need to figure out the area of one face. Let's say this face over here. So then we would first figure out what dimensions would be in place, and in this case would just be 5 and 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. And now we know the area of one face, and there's 6 faces on a cube. We would do 25 times 6, which is 150. So now all that's left is to write the measurement, and the measurement we would put as, since we don't have any given measurement, we would just put 150 units, not cube. Now, in fact, many people would think that, oh, we're dealing with a 3D shape, so obviously we must be putting 150 units cubed. No, we're finding out the combined area of all faces. An easy way to remember this is surface area, not surface volume. So we would put squared here. So our answer to this question of the surface area of this cube would be 150 units squared. So now let's find out the surface area of a rectangular prism. So, let me just draw a rectangular prism right here. So first, so a rectangular prism is very similar to a square, but it's also different because not all sides are same. So we have three main faces in a way. The two side faces are equal. And then we have the top and the bottom face that are equal. And then the front and back, which I'll not cover to clear any confusion. So let's say our dimensions are maybe 6, 2, and 5. So first let's figure out the side faces. The area of the two side faces. So the dimensions that we'll be dealing with in the side faces here are 2 and 5. So the side faces will be 2 times 5. And then since there's 2 side faces, we would have to put times 2 here. Now let's find out the area of the top and bottom. So the dimensions I'll be dealing with for the top and bottom are 6 and 5. So 6 times 5, and since we're dealing with 1 and 2 faces, times 2. Now finally, our last one is front and back. So the dimensions that we're dealing in front and back are 6 and 2. So 6 times 2 times 2, because there's the front and the back. So now we have to figure out the areas of each one. So 2 times 5 is 10, times 2 is 20, this is 60, and this is 24. So now we add them all up because that will give us the total surface area. So 20 plus 60 plus 24 is 104. But again, you have to remember that doesn't end our answer there. We also have to put the units and the measurement and the square or cube. And in this case, we'd always be using squared. So our actual answer would not be 104, it would be 104 units squared. Now, I understand this could be a little confusing at first, but with little practice, you should be able to do this very easily. And thank you, that'll conclude our video. And our next video will be on the topic of surface area of a cylinder and triangular prisms. Thank you.